Have you ever tried to help someone with their mental health and somehow in the process made it worse? Yeah, I have done the same.
Mike Veny was in Las Vegas today, giving the keynote speech at the convention.
So for more on dealing with the election aftermath, however you feel, we want to bring in Mike Veny.
1 in 4 adults deal with mental illness every day.
This week, a national speaker on mental health issues is in the Quad Cities sharing his story and goals for the community.
The United Way wants to raise $7 million in only 3 months for mental health. They knew they had to bring in the big guns for a feat like this, and that's where mental health advocate Mike Veny comes in.
Hi, I'm Mike Veny. I'm a mental health speaker, author, and I've been in the advocacy game since 2011, and I've made some cringe-worthy mistakes more times than I'd like to admit. And today, I'm going to walk you through the 3 absolute worst mistakes I've made as an advocate and how you can avoid falling into the same traps. Because let's be real, advocating for mental health is important, but if you do it the wrong way, it can actually hurt more than it helps people. So, all right, let's jump in. Mistake number 1, thinking you know all the answers. Oof. This one hits hard. Early in my advocacy journey, I thought I had it all figured out. I mean, I'd done the therapy, read the books, got the lived experience, so clearly I knew what people needed, right? Wrong. Here's the truth. When you start believing that your way is the way, it's easy to slip into what I call advocate narcissism. You might start preaching instead of listening. You assume people who disagree with you just don't get it. And that can kill real conversations before they even start. I had to learn the hard way that advocacy isn't about being right. It's about being in relationship. That means checking your ego, asking more questions, being open to perspectives that challenge you. If you've ever caught yourself in thinking, why don't they just listen to me? Pause, ask yourself, am I listening to them? Quick side note, if this is resonating with you, check out my video on how to become a mental health advocate and actually make an impact. After this one, it'll give you step-by-step roadmaps to start doing this work in whatever way works for you. Now, mistake number 2 is correcting people instead of connecting with them. This one feels helpful in the moment, but spoiler alert, it's not. Picture this. Someone says something outdated about mental health. You feel fire rise in your chest. You jump in with, actually, that's not correct. And what happens? You've just triggered their defenses. The wall goes up. You may have won the point, but you lost the person and you've lost the shot at transformation. I have done this a lot, more times than I'd like to admit. And every time I watched the conversation go flat. So what do you do instead? You connect, not correct. Find teachable moments, not takedown moments. It takes more emotional intelligence, more patience, and more time, but it leads to real growth, not just for them, but for you too. If you're wondering how to build emotional intelligence, I've got another video on that, definitely worth checking out. I'll put a link to it in the description below. All right. On to mistake number 3. This is a big one here. Confusing popularity or money for effectiveness. This one is tough, especially in today's look at me world. You scroll through social media and you see advocates with massive followings, big speaking engagements, book deals, and suddenly you start questioning your own impact. I have fallen into this trap at least once a week. But here's what I've learned. Helping one person matters just as much as speaking to 10,000. One-on-one advocacy can be just as powerful, if not more, than anything you post online. Effectiveness isn't measured by likes or checks. It's measured by transformation. The moment someone tells you, you helped me feel seen, that's the win. Everything else is just noise. Before we wrap up, I want to give you 3 quick tips to help you stay grounded as an advocate. 1, seek feedback regularly. Ask people how you're coming across in different situations, even if it's uncomfortable. It builds trust and helps you grow. And I invite you to give me feedback by leaving a comment below. I will read it and take any feedback to help me be more effective in my advocacy. Number 2, invest in your own healing. You can't pour from an empty cup. Keep doing your inner work. It's what makes your outer work sustainable. And number 3, stay curious. Ask more questions. Stay teachable. You don't need to have it all figured out to make a difference. And hey, if you've made these mistakes like I have, it doesn't make you a bad advocate. It makes you human. What matters most is that you keep showing up with humility, compassion, and the courage to learn. Before you go, if you like this video, click that like button. And if it gave you something valuable, share it with anyone else, another advocate maybe, who might need to hear this today. And drop a comment below. I'd love to hear what your mistake was that you made in your advocacy, or maybe one that you heard from me that hit home for you. Oh, and one last thing. If you want to bring something powerful and refreshingly different to your next corporate event, check out my interactive drumming workshops at www.mikeveny.com. They are so effective for team building, stress relief, and bringing people together, especially in a divided workplace. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, hanging out with me. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep showing up, keep growing, and keep making a difference.
My name is Mike Veny. Thank you for being a wonderful audience today.
I really enjoyed his presentation.
I came to this training today just because Mike was going to be here.
He basically essentially changed the tone of the room from let's think seriously about things and worry a little bit to let's feel happy.
I mean, a lot of it comes down to finding that creative outlet to express yourself, work through your issues, get out your anger.
Very often, those of us either in the helping profession are so busy doing many things we don't take time to take care of ourselves.
I felt of all of the presenters he was the most lively, really just full of life, engaging, quick to the point. It was something that I think everyone left feeling very positively about. Let's feel positive and let's treat our mental health challenges as something that is an intrinsic part of ourselves.
Keep the conversation around disability going so that we can achieve our goals of full inclusion.
I'm going to start taking better care of myself as a promise to him.